Hi, welcome to another installment of Oracle DB Tutor. Today I'm going to show you guys how to configure your data guard. Well, basically, what a data guard is, it's a standby database. So if you have one active database and you would like to have a secondary environment where you can basically have all the transactions that you're performing on your current database, and you like to have an environment where all that information is being stored. That's what a standby database is. And the way that it works is you have to have your database in archive log mode. And so basically, anytime you issue a command, also known as a transaction, what happens is that's going to be stored in a redo log. And then if you have your database in archive log mode, that redo log is going to be turned into an archive log, an archive log. And then eventually that archive log is going to be sent to the standby database. So basically that means that you have a second storage place for all your information, that's within your database. So the first thing you do is you have to have I have these two windows open. I just performed one a standby data guard set up just recently, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So what I did is I have first of all, I have two windows open. I have a window for my directory, and I have a window for my SQL Plus environment. And this one is a the standby database that I'll be where I'll be issuing the code for the standby database. And I also have another environment, and this one is for the physical one, the active database. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut everything down, and then kind of get you guys started. So while this is shutting down, and then while this is also shutting down, what I'm gonna do is, so basically you have to have this is where I have my Oracle base installed, and basically this is where my software is, and it's in this environment. It's in this directory that I and also along with other directories that I installed the different where I place the different configurations for the standby database. So the first thing you do is you have to have I would advise you to configure your TNS file. So how you get to that place is, to that file location is, you go to your software home, you go to network, you go to admin, and basically it should be here in the admin location. Or if it's not, then what you can do is you can just take one of these and then just configure it for your first database, and also for the standby database. So basically this is what my standby TNS names OR file looks like. If you this is the first database that I have configured is database, the software itself, and the second one is the data guard, and I'm referring to the data guard as just underscore DG. So once you configure this, and you have to just to make sure that you actually do have those service, or that your listener can actually interact with those services, then you have to issue the TNS ping command. And then if you want to ping the or my your software, then for me that software is ORCL1. Should I close that file? Okay, for mine is ORCL1. So if I want to ping ORCL1, that's what I'm gonna do. And then this is what if your service can be reached, then you're gonna have an OK message. Or if it cannot, it's gonna return a failed an error message, basically telling you that it was not able to reach your service. So once you configure your services within your TNS names.or file, you have to go to your listener file, and then for your listener file, just what I did is I changed the Oracle home. I know like I'm not sure what the default home is. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure what the default home is, but I just updated my Oracle home and to the location that I just showed you guys to this one, the network, not the admin part, but just the network part. There you go. Okay. And I did that. So once you've configured the listener.o file, your TNS names.o file, you're ready to go. So what you do is you go to your original to your Oracle environment. For me, my database is ORCL1, so I'm gonna issue the command. Actually shut down, so I can't do that. I should have issued a startup force. So just give it some time. And also what I'll be doing is I need to have if you guys can see, I have so many different basically directories open. That's because you're gonna keep going back and forth to make sure that for example, if you're working with archive logs, you have to make sure that your archive logs are being updated. If you're working with your SP file, and basically you create a P file, you don't know if indeed it was created, you need to be able to like see it right away. So okay. So the first thing you do is once your database is open, you have to make sure that the database is in archive log mode. So you issue the command archive log list. For me, I already have my database configured in archive log mode, so that's not a problem. But basically, you need to have your database in archive log mode. And then what you do is if it's not in archive log mode, then you need to issue the command shut down immediate, as I did before. And then after that, you need to issue the command startup mount. And then you can then place your database in archive log mode. Remember, that's the state that that's the state that you can. That's the only state where in which you can basically enable archive log mode. So once you've done that, then you can issue the command alter database open, and it's going to take you back to this stage, to where we are now. So I have my database in archive log, and then if you remember, I told you, if you one of the things you will have to do is you have to have your have to have your data. Right. You have to have this this open almost all the time. What basically this is so if you go to your home and then you see these database. Basically, this is location for all of your OWA file and also for your password file. By OWA file, of course, I mean the init.OWA and the SP file.OWA files. So once you have this open, the database directory open, first thing you do is remember the Oracle software is already started, and then so now you want to do is because you're gonna mimic your current environment. You're gonna have like all of the file locations have to be just about the same. Basically for example, like you cannot access the standby database without the same password file. So basically, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna issue this command. I'm gonna copy my password file. Remember, the password file is in this location, the database location. So home/database. I'm gonna copy my pwd ORCL 1 that OWA. I'm gonna copy that to pwd ORCL 2 underscore DG that OWA, and one file has been copied. So if you issue the command there one more time, you're gonna see that I have my new OWA file, my new password OWA file basically created. So once you have that done, basically what you need to do is you need to basically find a location for your database files. So what you're gonna do is give me 1 second. What you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to have all of your database files are going to be these are the original database files that you have. So what you want to do is you want to create a specific environment for your database files. So what I did is to make it so seamless. What I did is I created a directory specifically for what I'm telling you guys now. So before I deleted it, I created a folder that I call backups, and then what I did in this backup folder is that's where I placed all of my DBF files. Basically, before I transfer them to the actual location for the standby database. So what you do is you need to copy. Remember, you're still in the database directory. You need to copy all of your DBF files to. I'm gonna copy them to this location. No. I'm in the wrong directory. So okay, this is what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna change directory into this directory, which is where my database files are, and I'm gonna run that command again. I'm gonna copy those DBF files. So this is gonna take not too long, but basically basic what the reason why I have a secondary directory is because like I'm gonna have like a basically a replicate of what I currently have for the original database, and I'm just gonna transfer all these data files, control files, and redo log files to the standby database environment. Okay, so they're all done. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna see what's in my data directory. Vf backups. Okay, so I have all my database files. So what I'm gonna do next is I am going to I am going to create on the physical. I'm going to create a physical directory. And I'm going to call this directory RCL2 underscore .dg. Of course, that's going to be my second standby database. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy again. Once again, I'm going to copy. And before I do that, I have to do this. I come to my original environment. Basically, I call it original because it's like everything else is based off of this, off of pretty much what I'm doing here. But you know, I can't think of an exact name for this. So I'm just gonna issue the command out the database create standby control file, and then I'm going to create my control file, and I will place it in this directory. Control.sty. There you go. So I've just created myself a control file. So now that I have a control file, what I'm going to do is I am actually going to basically I'm going to turn this control file into actual like this control that's STY into actual control files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cd into this directory. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now is I am going to move. I'm going to issue the move command. Move control that sty control 01 that db that ctl. One file was moved, and then now I'm going to issue the command copy control file 01 that ctl control file 02 that ctl. Copy control file CTL. Control file 02 CTL. What did I do wrong? Oh, I put in control file. So, okay. And then again, this is what I'm doing now is referred to as a multiplexing my control file. Control file, control file, 02.htl, control file, control 02.htl. And actually, it's not. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm multiplexing it, but I'm not. This is not how you're supposed to multiplex in a production environment. Basically, the Oracle advises you to have your control files on different systems. So let's say, for example, I'm currently working on a D drive. So they would advise me, since I'm on my desktop at home, to actually just have a second copy of my control file, and let's say in a C drive, or whichever other drive that I have, just in case something happens to the control file, to the original control file that my database is using. So I have myself control files, as well as the database files. So what am I missing? I should be missing. I should still need some redo log files. So what I'll do is I am actually going to remember I've already created this environment for all of my database for all of my database files. So OCO2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to cd into it. And then what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to copy everything that I have in my backups. My backups environment. This environment. Copy. Actually, you know what I should have done? I'm actually going to cd. I'm going to cd into backups again. Let's see if I can pull it off this one. And then I'm going to copy. I think it was copy. Because I have all these files already, so it should be copy. Lord. Oh man. What did I do before? Okay. So okay. So just basically what I'm doing is I'm copying all of the files from the backups environment into my standby environment. So once this is done, and if you guys remember, I'm still not I'm still missing some video log files. So I'm also missing some video log files. So what I need to do is I still need to, all those files have been copied, okay? So I'm still missing the video log files. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to CD. That's not what I want. I want the original ones. There we go. I'm going to CD into this environment, and then I'm going to copy catalog into standby environment. There you go. So now I'm copying all of my video log files. So now I should have an exact replica of my, remember this is my standby environment, and this is my original environment. So, and also the good thing about this one is that this one is actually multiplexed the right way, so it's not in the same location. Whereas I have mine basically in the same, I'll be screwed up if I just happen to accidentally delete them or anything. So what you need to do next is you need to, so you already have all of your data files, your control files, and your video log files. Remember I told you also that you need to that your database has to be in archive log mode. So what you need to do now is once you have your database configured in archive log mode, you issue the command archive log list. And basically here, like you will basically the way that it starts out is like the original parameter for your arc, that is your archive log location is actually just used. I'm gonna show you guys just a minute. There you go. This is where my other control file is. That's Oracle's example of multiplexing. I am looking for my, there you go. So this is basically where if you don't have a this is what your original archive log location looks like. DB recovery file dest. Like that's what I had before I changed it to what I currently have. And the reason why I did that is, so after you enable archive log, you need to go into your physical directory. And you need to find out where that archive log file was created. So when you issue the command, archive log list, you see that you currently have 24. You currently allow sequence 24. The way that you can actually get to Oracle to create a folder for your archive log is you issue the command archive log author system switch log file, and then after Oracle does that, you'll be able to find your archive log folder. So what I did is I copied this environment. I went to my database, and I issue the command alter system set log archive underscore dest underscore one equals location equals archive log, and then I close it. Scope equals SD file. So once you do that, system's gonna alter, and again your command is changed to SD file. So like one thing I would advise you to do is as you're working, as you're setting up your standby database, I would strongly advise you to always be using your SB file. I am speaking from experience. I found myself using a P file for a while, and then I was making so many changes, and then you know making a change with SB file is much quicker where you just alter the system. But if you're making it manually, you have to open your init software that over a file, and then just put all those parameters in there, and it takes a really long time. So once you have that, I'm gonna issue the command one more time, archive log list, and you see that your database is in archive log. Your location is being configured. So what you need to do now is, and if you guys can see, so when I issue this command, right, I switched the log sequence. So, and on here it says 24, so that's exactly why I'm at 24. So the next one is going to be 25. So what I'm going to do now is I am actually going to minimize this one, and then I'm going to pause by now, and then when I come back, I'm going to show you guys how to configure your standby database, and I'll be going back and forth between the different parameters that have to be set basically on both your standby database as well as your just the regular database that you be where you be performing all of your transactions. Thanks a lot for watching.